mountain. This is the mountain. Let her go in through. Come, stand here. And you stand behind or move a little bit because I need the speed. Okay, guys. This is the Temple Mount or Mount Moriah. This was the rock of foundation. According to the tradition, first man Adam was born here. This was the place where Abraham was ready to sacrifice his own son Isaac. And this is the place where King Solomon built his temple. King Solomon temple was destroyed. King Solomon temple was destroyed by the Babylonians. The Jews were exiled by the rivers of Babylon. They returned back 55 years later after the declaration of Cyrus, and they started to rebuild the second temple. The same site. They started to rebuild. Better if you stand there, you see better because you won't be able to see. And then they started to rebuild the second by somebody by the name of Zerubbabel. Zerubbabel. Okay. And then King Herod the Great came. This king, that was during the time of he killed the baby, the innocent. This one, this king. But he was a big builder. He said, if the Egyptian build the pyramids, I want to show them that I can build a big enclosure as big. And he got, these days, a world record of something very big. So he cuts off the top of the mountain. He cuts off the top of the mountain. Here it's a natural slope. And he's building 1, 2, 3, 4 retaining walls. That here is the Golden Gate.
All right.
He's building 4 retaining walls. Here, it's lower than here. Because it's a slope, the wall here is much bigger than here. 1,500 feet by 1,200 feet. Average stone between 8 and 12 tons. 200 feet here. Small part of it is the Western Wall. That you have seen yesterday or day before yesterday. Then he's building the temple.
All right, in the middle.
Women's section, men's section, and Holy of Holies. Why the Western Wall is holy for the Jews? No connection between the wall and the temple, just retaining walls, because it's the closest wall to the Holy of Holies. So when all this area is buried underneath the Muslim quarter today, here the exposed part was the holiest place. But since we dug a tunnel underneath, we can stand just opposite of the Holy of the Holies. So we have now, since the archaeological excavation, we have the holy place, the closest site to the Holy of Holies. Okay? Then, 70 AD, 70, 4 years after the 66, the Romans came, knocked down the temple, destroyed the walls. Remains of them is the Wailing Wall. Destruction. Then, 600 years later, the Muslims come and build here the dome. Okay? Now, when they wanted the Muslims, instead to go down to the valley and come climbing up, they built here bridges and lifted up the Muslim quarter.
Water.
We are now standing below one of the arches, and the Muslim quarter is above
What's
us.
above? Oh,
The Muslim quarter was lower,
yeah.
lifted up.
Oh.
That if
that's
somebody
what it-
wakes up in the morning, he will open his window, he will see the door.
See the door.
We are now here.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah.
This is the plaza of the Wailing Wall. You saw only small part of it,
Yeah.
but it goes lower and higher. Relatively. Look at here. This is the Western Wall relatively to the entire Western Wall. This is the Wailing Wall. Only this.
That is left.
That's just a bit.
So we are going to walk from here through a tunnel underneath the Muslim quarter. So if it's wet, it's leaking sometimes, pray that it's from the kitchen. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. In the end is the beginning of where was the trial of Jesus. Inside the Antonia fortress. We are going to see the paving stones of this fortress where was the trial. Okay, up to here?
Yes.
The mountain.
Wow.
Okay, now look at this.
Yeah.
This is the situation during the time of Jesus. Here is, we are going to see this arch and this arch. Remains. The entire Western Wall is here. Here is much higher than here. So this is the temple. This is the situation a second before the Romans destroyed it. This is how Jesus walks here. You see a road walk, a road. Many changes are here. So because it's parallel to the wall, I call it Wall Street. Okay, this is close up to the Wailing Wall, but you saw when we passed by this morning or 2 days ago. Can you see? Here is a destruction. See, the Romans destroyed the temple.
Yeah.
All the stones that used to be here are now here.
Yeah.
Fell down. Okay? This is the picture of the destruction in 70 AD. Fire destroyed. Then the Muslims building the dome. Then the lifting up their quarter. As I explained.
Yeah.
Right? Now you see, right?
My goodness.
Now this is the plaza of the Wailing Wall. And we enter through here.
Yeah.
Now this is what we are here. We are now here. Yes? And we are going to walk all the way underneath.
Okay.
We found here ritual bath from 200 years before Jesus. During the Maccabees, Hasmonean period, Hellenistic period. We are going to stand above it. Now you can see the levels. The Wailing Wall, imagine it was down here and above here, right? Before the Romans started to destroy it. This is how the plaza used to look like.
Yeah.
This is the bedrock. So part of the wall here, it's the bedrock was carved to look like stone. You see the bedrock from here, and here they carved the bedrock to look like stone. That's part of the wall. Okay, and continue. Anyhow, this is the walk that we are going to walk.
It's a long walk.
And here is the level of the street, the Roman street. King Herod Street, this is what I call Wall Street. So sometimes, unfortunately, the blue doesn't work.
It's not working.
Anyhow, sometimes we are going to merge with the road, sometimes we go far away from the road. Depends. So more or less we go this way, up to here. And we'll go inside here to see these paving stones. And now, anyhow, I don't know why. Let's go back to the, doesn't work again. Anyhow, we are supposed to go back to what was before. I don't know why. Freeze.
It's frozen.
Never mind. So just imagine that how the big bridge that built by Herod, the one that close to the wall, I'll show you the original one. Questions up to here. Is clear?
Yeah.
So now let's do it. Let's walk and see all the things that I was talking about.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That is unbelievable. I'm intrigued.
They have really, really improved.
From where you came?
Yeah, we never had this
Technology.
technology, big time.
Technology.
Big time.
They're
Big
just
time.
broken it down.
Oh.
What's the step going upstairs? Flat walk. Well, I thought we were going on.
The secret passage. Nathan, I'm here.
Oh, no.
I don't know how to record properly. I don't think I even did it.